Hey socialites, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if those are the type of videos you enjoy, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a new fragrance and it's by Khloe Kardashian. The name of this perfume is KHLOE by Khloe Kardashian. So I picked up the 3.4 ounce that retails for $78, and they also have a 10 ml travel size that retails for $32, and I picked it up at Ulta. So this is the outer packaging, which is a flesh tone color with the mauve lettering on it. That's in Kardashian fashion. They love to do those neutral shades of most of their products anyways. And if you look closely, the raised detail on there is actually rose, which I think is a nice luxe touch, especially because of the price. I feel like $78 for 100 ml fragrance is pretty affordable, especially with what you're getting. So to get this type of detail is that nice added chic touch. Now the actual bottle of perfume I think is absolutely stunning, you guys. It looks like a diamond. I would actually rank the beauty of this bottle up there with my Louis Vuitton Symphony perfume. That's just how stunning the bottle is. So when I went to Ulta yesterday to pick it up, I originally got the travel size because usually when I do a fragrance review, I like to get the travel size. If I love it, then I'll buy a full size. So I did pick up the travel size. I sprayed myself down. I sprayed a little bit on my skin and on my clothes before I got in line at Ulta to make the purchase. And while I was in line, it was just smelling so good to me. I actually went back, put the travel back, and picked up the full size. So let's talk about the reason why you guys are here. What does the juice smell like? Ulta's website actually categorizes the perfume as a floral woody, and on Fragrantica they put it in the sweet rose family. So let me refresh myself on the opening. This is one of those light, almost like a skin scent fragrance. Think something like Joe Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salts, one of those sort of light, almost fluid, airy, could be a minimalist fragrance a little bit. So on initial spray, I get like a sweet, soft rose. It's not crazy sweet, like a sugary sweet, but think like a floral sweet, like the sweet that would be in a flower. It's soft, it's a little aromatic, slightly earthy. Then I start to get some fruit notes in there. And on the dry down, on my skin, it starts to smell a little woody. Now, interesting enough, once it completely dries down after about 2 to 3 minutes or so, if you've ever smelled Angel Share from Kilian, that sort of cinnamony, like, I don't know if it's benzoin, but there's some spice in there that almost gives like it wants to be cinnamony, ambery. Imagine the most softest version of Angel Share that on the dry down, you sort of get that in the background. This is one of those perfumes that starts to develop a little bit more as it settles into the skin. And that rose really starts to stand out. If you've ever smelled Rose Era, I think it's by Sniff. It sort of gives you those vibes of that type of a rose out of the garden. Just like a fresh rose out of the garden. So if you're not that type of a rose lover, you may want to keep that in mind. And there's an undertone of musk in there that just makes it smell like, it gives it a chic vibe in my opinion. So pretty to me. So in the opening, we have notes of rose petals, lavender, and sage. You definitely get the rose in there. And I could see that it's sage in there as well because it is quite earthy. In the mid, we have praline, peach, and orange blossom. And in the base, there's tonka bean, woody notes, musk, and moss. And you definitely get that moss. So if you don't like those sort of earthy scents with moss in it, this may not be for you. If you've ever smelled Queens and Monsters from Henry Rose, it gives you a little bit of that. It's sort of that type of a scent, although it doesn't smell like it. It's a lot more pleasant, and I think a lot more people will like this a little bit more than Queens and Monsters. If you were a fan of the Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 that just smelled like that clean perfume, then you probably like this one. Now, because this has that sort of aromatic and earthy vibe, I don't don't think this perfume will be for everybody, even though I do like it. I feel like it's genderless, although it leans slightly feminine because it is sweet, but similar to wood sage and sea salt, like I said earlier, it reminds me of that, like Queens and Monsters, those sort of minimalist type fluid perfumes. Because it's sort of like that and earthy and a little woodsy, I could definitely see this working on a man as well. Mid-20s and up would sort of gravitate towards. I don't think like the teenagers would really vibe with this because it is aromatic. You have to sort of understand and like these type of fragrances. I do feel like it's year-round, morning, noon, or night. It's one of those perfumes that could be a signature scent just for somebody who wants to smell clean and a little sweet. I wouldn't necessarily wear this perfume to date night. This is something that I would wear during the day, running errands. Like I said, a signature scent. It's a safe scent. It's not offensive. So I feel like it would be perfect, like a perfect work scent as well. When I first sprayed it on my skin, I got about 2 to 3 hours before it started to wear closer to the skin. And I got 6+ hours on my clothes. It isn't a loud super projector. This is going to project sort of like wood sage and sea salt. Is going to be like that moderate projector, that moderate sillage. So unless you overspray, you're not going to completely fill up a room. So if you like those minimalist, just fresh, clean scents, something sweet, something dainty and chic and modern, this is it. If I was to describe this perfume in 3 words, I would say clean, fresh, and modern. This isn't a perfume that's super unique to me. It is something that I feel like I've smelled something similar to. It's not a perfume where you're gonna be like, wow, like I've never smelled anything like this before, although it's good. So think about Cosmic. If you've ever smelled Cosmic from Kylie, which I love, that was one of the best fragrances that I got in 2024. That one's so pretty, so nice. One of those easy reaches where I just find myself picking it up and spraying it because it just goes for any occasion and you know you're gonna smell good, although it's not a fragrance that we feel like we've never smelled before or that is like super unique or super mind-blowing. That's the type of vibe that this is going to give you. Although it smells nothing like that, it's just one of those that's going to be an easy reach when you don't know what to put on or don't know what you want to smell like that day or what mood you're in. You can spray this and just feel very fresh, clean, and you know you smell good. So with that being said, I feel like the price point definitely matches what you're getting in here. It may even exceed it. As far as layering combinations, this is something that I would pair with maybe a body cream or an oil that just smells clean, or something that has no scent, like my baby oil gel, which is my staple, like the aloe one that really has no scent, and you just spray the perfume on top and it's going to help the perfume to last a lot longer throughout the day. Or you can do something like the Fresh and Cozy from the EOS that just smells clean, t-shirts from Bath and Body Works, those type of clean body creams or lotions. So let me know if you've tried XO from KHLOE yet. What are your thoughts? What does it give you? If you're new here, welcome. I'd love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video.
'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't